All right, so let's talk a little bit about Test Drive Unlimited 2, guys, because Test Drive Unlimited is an old series. I think that the first TDU game was back in 2006, and there has been a follow-up in 2011, and unfortunately, since 2011, we haven't had any TDU games. Now, for those of you who don't know what Test Drive Unlimited is all about, Test Drive Unlimited is about driving fancy cars in a fancy environment. There's no tuning, there's no street racing. It's all about classy. It's all about having the most beautiful car in the most beautiful environment, in a beautiful hotel, or with beautiful clothes, with beautiful women. That's what it is. It is a very glamour series of games, and it's something that is quite unique, that you find that you don't find in the other games. In Forza Horizon, you have that a little bit, but the problem with Forza Horizon is that it's too cheesy. Whereas the Need for Speed series is too urban. It tries to be cool, but actually isn't cool. And so I think that the TDU, the Test Drive Unlimited franchise, really got the right balance between all those nice little cars and the nice environments and universe that goes around it. And finally, back to basics driving game. Exactly, Emperor. That's exactly right. That's exactly what TDU is about. So let's have a look at this little introduction from Nacon Connect. So Nacon is the new name of Big Ben Interactive. It's a French publisher. So let's have a look at what they are going to talk about here. The trailer itself is not revealing a lot, but the lead game developer, is giving some good tidbits of information. So let's have a quick look here.
Bonjour,
Hi, I'm Alain Jarnoux, creative director at Casey Racing. We've been working on a project for several months now, and I think it's something many have been eagerly waiting for a long time.
Now, I don't know when this was released, but I don't understand why they say that it's been several months, because there have been rumors of a new Test Drive Unlimited game being developed for already several years. Nacon, also Big Ben Interactive, bought the rights to the Test Drive Unlimited franchise in 2017, and then they started working on that game for at least 2 years, so several months. I don't know what he's talking about here. That's a little bit strange. Maybe they did it like, for example, in Star Citizen. In Star Citizen, they say, oh, but the project started in 2012. Yeah, but they've been really working on the game since 2016. So maybe it's the same. That maybe that's how game development works. I don't know.
Now, and I think it's something many have been eagerly waiting for a long time. So I'm proud to be introducing it to you. Let's take a look.
Oh yeah. Now, it's not going to reveal a lot, but it's going to reveal the ambience, the atmosphere of what the DNA of Test Drive Unlimited. Of course. And that's pretty much it. It was really when I watched the teaser, I was like, "What? That's it? That's it? Yeah, that's it." But at the same time, it tells a lot. So we're gonna go a little frame by frame here, and by checking out what cars we're looking. It's really tough to tell to be able to tell which cars we're looking at here. Apparently, this here is a Lamborghini Diablo. So for those of you who recognize cars, these are the headlights of the Lamborghini Diablo here. This was later confirmed, so that's pretty awesome. We're having a look at probably we're having a look at what is a Pagani. Is it the Huyara? Perhaps. It probably looks like the Huyara. There you go. You can have a look at the Diablo here in the back, by the way. So that was definitely a Lamborghini Diablo. And this is what I was talking about here. when you play Test Drive Unlimited, you have to look good. You have to look sharp, and the way your avatar looks is as important as the way you drive it in the game and the cars that you're driving in the game. And I'm really excited to see that they're also bringing that and bringing as much attention as possible to the fabrics of the clothes that we'll be wearing in the game. I think that it is brilliant. Yeah, same. We're having probably looks like a Lotus. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a Lotus Exige, or based on what we can see here with the mirrors, it could be the Pagani that we saw before as well. There you go. So we saw the classy man, classy woman with classy shoes. Really exciting. And that's pretty much it. So Solar Crown, by the way, for those of you who didn't play Test Drive Unlimited 2, the Solar Crown was like the single player competition that we had to play in the campaign. And it looks like in this new Test Drive Unlimited game, this whole idea of competing against other people of the jet set with, who are driving those fancy cars and have the biggest, social status, is going to really get into full swing. And that's definitely the DNA of TDU, and I'm looking forward to it. Now let's see what the lead developer here has to say about it. By the music also, the music is very Test Drive Unlimited.
I'm delighted to announce a new game in the Test Drive Unlimited series, Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. You may recall that the Solar Crown is the name of the competition we had in the previous Test Drive Unlimited game.
Yeah, it's a shame that they're not showing some footage, but So what you had to do in the old Solar Crown, you were starting like with crappy cars at the beginning, like you have like a Golf GTI and then maybe an Audi A3. Those kind of cars, and you're slowly but surely grinding your way. You move from a Golf to a Lotus Elise, and then eventually you have a Mercedes-Benz SL, and then you have your first Ferrari, and then you move to the Lamborghinis, and then the Bugattis. So there's this idea of making your way to the top by purchasing more and more expensive cars, and that's what TDU is all about.
We wanted to reuse this name and the
Look at that, Porsche 917. Yep.
Championships concept, which is not a closed championship where the player is restricted to doing certain things. We wanted to give players a variety of things to do and the freedom to progress through the game however they want.
Yeah, and that's also what I liked in especially the last TDU, Test Drive Unlimited 2, is that there were lots of activities apart from racing. You had some exploring. You had a whole mode which was called the photographer mode, where you had to explore the map, and that mode was fantastic because you had basically like a book of failed pictures, like some like the photograph put his finger on the camera, or the picture is blurry, and your job was to go to the exact same spot and retake the pictures, and that forced you to explore the map and go to some of the most beautiful places of the map at certain times at the same time. So you had to make sure that you had to go, for example, at sunset or at dusk, or maybe when it's noontime, and also you had to make sure that the weather was correct. Some pictures have to be taken when there's a thunderstorm, for example. So you had to make sure that you are going there at the right time when there's a thunderstorm, and it looks like, from what Alain Jarniou here is saying, is that they are going to bring back those side activities at the same time. Really excited about that too.
So we developed a new Test Drive Unlimited concept by keeping the DNA of the game, but also evolving the gameplay in game modes to make them more modern and more in line with current trends and what today's players find fun.
Well, I hope... Please don't bring loot boxes. Don't bring loot boxes. Now, in Test Drive Unlimited 2, you had gambling, like actual gambling. You could go to a casino in Test Drive Unlimited 2. You could go to a casino and bet your in-game money to try to get more in-game money or lose everything. I hope that we're going to keep that, but please don't bring loot boxes.
I know the Test Drive Unlimited franchise really well because I worked on the first TDU, Test Drive Unlimited 1. I also worked on Test Drive Unlimited 2. And we wanted to relaunch this great franchise because there's no real equivalent at the moment.
That's true. That's exactly what I mentioned earlier. Forza, too cheesy. Need for Speed, too urban, low class. There's no such thing. And even if I look back at previous games, Test Drive Unlimited is really unique. And and I don't like the, yo, what's up, yo, this is my car, those kind of, no, I hate that. And I don't like the cheesiness of Forza of Forza Horizons either. So yeah, there is, for me, the Test Drive Unlimited series is the Star Citizen of the driving of the driving genre. I know that a lot of people are gonna get upset because of me saying that, but that's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. The attention to details, the attention to how beautiful the game has to be. That's exactly what we are also getting with Star Citizen 2. Hey, Hagshag5, nice to see you too, man.
It's a game that players really love. A game made for fans that is making a comeback today thanks to KT Racing and Nikon. This new Test Drive Unlimited game is benefiting from all of KT Racing's expertise in motor racing.
Yeah, by the way, so for those of you who don't know what KT Racing is, also known as Kiloton, they did the Dirt series and the latest WRC games, so they are going to use the same engine as the WRC engine, which is looking pretty good, by the way, and has great physics at the same time, so I'm really excited that they are going to make an actual open world gaming experience out of this engine. This is very promising in my opinion.
This includes the physics engine used to drive the car, derived from our experience creating the entire WRC series, which helped us develop an engine that can reproduce very diverse driving conditions, whether it's gravel, asphalt, etc. And that's an essential asset. When I play Test Drive Unlimited, I obviously want to buy a Ferrari, Lamborghini, or Bugatti.
Oh yes, please bring those cars in the game.
So it's a unique world in terms of the cars you can buy. And also in terms of your avatar, for which you have lots of customization options, like luxury clothes and accessories.
Actually, it's funny because they're mentioning that, because it was also the case in Test Drive Unlimited 2, which had real brands of high-end luxury clothing. And in Test Drive Unlimited 2, I discovered some brands that I had no idea about, and then when I went to some fancy department centers or fancy shops, I was like, hey, I know this brand, it's from Test Drive Unlimited 2, but actually it was the other way around. And it's funny because it made me wonder about, for example, I'm thinking about Echo, which was one of the biggest clothing brand in Test Drive Unlimited 2. I bought some Echo t-shirts and shoes just because of the game. That's insane.
To add more realism to Test Drive Unlimited, we created an island at a 1-for-1 scale.
Now, this is that is the big discussion that Test Drive Unlimited fans are having right now. What island is it going to be? So in Test Drive Unlimited 1, it was Oahu, so the main island, the most populated island of Hawaii. In Test Drive Unlimited 2, we had two islands. We had Ibiza in Spain, and we could also go back to Oahu too. Now, Test Drive Unlimited 3 we have no idea. Originally, the original rumors said that that it was actually Brazil, but since it's an island, it's not going to be Brazil. It also has to be located in a luxurious setting. People are saying, oh, it could be Corsica. That's true, but the problem with Corsica is that they don't have highways. And what's the point of not having highways when you're driving cars that can go at 300 or 400 kilometers per hour? So I can't really see that from happening. Could be Sardinia, which is the island south of Corsica. It could be Madeira, which is not so big but does have highways. I could totally imagine. I would love it if it could be Singapore. Because Singapore is luxurious, it's an island, they have highways, but the problem with Singapore is that it's quite urban, and at the same time, there's a lot of police. Well, you could be chased by the police, because in the Test Drive Unlimited series, there is police too, but it's not really a place that is famous for speed, so I have no idea which island we are going to talk about, but if they were going to bring back some islands from the past, they would have said that we will go back to Oahu, but here they're not saying it, so we don't really know exactly where it is. But the thing is that it's going to be 1-to-1 scale, which is of course crazy, and they want us to go to locations that really exist in the real world, which I also find awesome, because immersion wise it's just the best.
Which is important for authenticity and the game experience. I like to go to places that exist in the game world. So everything you can see, you can visit. My goal is to indulge my passion for cars with the car fan community at full throttle.
Yeah.
When does Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown release? I can't give you a precise date right now because we want to spend time perfecting the game, improving the technology and game experience, and listening to the fan community after the game's announcement, so we can make Test Drive Unlimited as great as possible. I'm really happy to have unveiled Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. The team is having a great time with this game. I am extremely proud to be able to create a new game for this amazing franchise, and I hope I can share more about it with you very soon.
Alright guys, that's all we'll be talking about regarding this new Test Drive Unlimited game. Really excited about it. I'm telling you guys, this is gonna be the Star Citizen of driving games. Mark my words for it.